Subscribe at the end of this video and watch for our upcoming Dealership Brake Scam Uncovered video. This video is part 2 of our homemade weed killer experiment. If you haven't seen part 1, make sure to check it out to see what happened until this point. Welcome to Brijan. Enjoy the video. It's been 10 days since we applied our weed kill mixture to the middle of the driveway. None was applied to the side tire tracks. The bottom section is coming along nicely, where vinegar and salt was applied. The weeds have seemed to died and dried up. So far, no weeds are returning. When we get to the steps, you can see where the weeds are beginning to return. This section had only vinegar applied to it. No salt was applied. After 14 days, the bottom section is still doing pretty good, where vinegar and salt was applied. There is one small section where a few weeds are popping up, but we may have missed putting salt on this area. The area with vinegar and no salt applied is showing a fair amount of regrowth. After 14 days, on the areas where we used a 50-50 mixture of vinegar and water and no salt, shows no dead weeds, and the ones that were there are growing thicker. After 23 days, weeds are showing some regrowth on the section where the vinegar and water softener salt pellets were applied. The vinegar and water softener salt crystals area is doing fairly good, with only a few weeds of regrowth. The vinegar and regular rock salt section is doing the best so far. It could be because it had a thicker application of salt. The area where only vinegar with no salt was applied has weeds coming back at a fast rate, and the areas with the 50-50 mixture are looking like vinegar may have actually spurred faster growth, similar to what happens after a forest fire. After 31 days, weeds have full regrowth on the section where the vinegar and water softener salt pellets were applied. The vinegar and water softener salt crystals area has a fair amount of regrowth, and the vinegar and regular rock salt section has the least regrowth. All the other sections with the 50% vinegar and 50% water have regrowth to what we started out with and beyond. 39 days later, all the sections that had vinegar and salt applied have less regrowth than the sections where only vinegar was applied. With the conclusion of our first experiment, here is what we know so far. The 50-50 mixture of vinegar and water without salt does not work. In fact, it seems to produce the same results of the forest fire effect. Regrowth happens at a very fast pace. Full-strength vinegar in combination with salt definitely shows some promise. It appears that the vinegar will quickly kill the top vegetative growth in less than 24 hours. But it is the salt that seeps into the ground and kills the roots. For our next experiment, part 3, we are going to use the popular mixture that has been on the internet and in do-it-yourself books for many years. We are going to apply this age-old recipe, pre-mixed, entirely with the backpack sprayer. Stay tuned and be sure to ring the bell to keep tabs of our ongoing experiment. Thanks for watching.